know how stressed I was over the period of last 1 month, how busy I was over the period of last. I had to build the story, right? I have to build the suspense. So I got a job offer from Teach for India as a program manager. Thank you, guys. I had to plan for the class, so I couldn't celebrate. But I thought I'll be sharing it with you and will then be celebrating with you people. So, what Lakshmi? Oh, you want party? Yeah. Huh? Guys, do you want to crack any joke? Because in the lesson you will not get time to crack those funny jokes. You people will take 1 minute to doodle what comes to your mind when you look at this word. Some amazing charts, some amazing drawings. I can see a lot of symbols which depict a lot of religion. I am seeing. Oh, this is really interesting.
In our religion is Muslim and we need to like cover our face and everything, and I don't like that at all. I don't like having chunni and all that thing, but I am pushed to do that, that's why.
India's flag and Pakistan flags, because Didi, the first thing I think about the religion, the word which comes is India and Pakistan and Hindu and Muslim, so that's why.
Great. And why do you think that happens?
Didi, because I am listening this from many times, from news, from parents, from friends, etc.
Okay. Is there anybody else who has a different opinion on religion altogether?
Every religion have their own festival which and we celebrate it and we enjoy it, and it is a time when everyone comes together and feel happiness.
After listening the word religion, my mind thinks of different belief systems and different cultures, different languages.
There were two extreme responses. Can somebody point out these two extremes?
I think so. Belief, culture, and case stereotypes.
So you are saying like there are positive sides as well as there are negative sides. It leaves me with a very big question, and I am going to pose this question to you people. You think about that question and also think about which stand do you want to take. Once you have chosen your stand, give me a snap.
We have to choose a stand.
You have to choose the stand, guys. What do you think is the reason of debate? What do you think? What kind of topics do you think are debatable?
Debating about something and there is not wrong or right.
We talk about the same issue, we talk about its advantages, we talk about its disadvantages, and then we try to conclude something. What is this skill known as? Nandini? Critical thinking. And okay, so we are applying critical thinking and doing what? So all the people who think that religion unites the country are going to stay here. For all the people who think religion divides the country are going to stay here. Ayushi, what do you think is the clear inclination of the class towards?
Divide is the majority of the class. So Didi, religion divides the country.
So does it bring us to the conclusion that religion divides the country? No. Why? Because why Monica?
Because minority must have more stated opinions that can differ our opinions as well.
So are we like neglecting minority altogether? Because we consider that minority's opinion is as important as majority's opinion. Before we start, I want class to set some of the norms for this debate.
Didi, if one person is speaking, so we should listen and we should not react by their statement.
Okay, so guys, what does Suyash Bhaiya used to call this thing? Respond not? Yes. And what was the other thing? Huh? So we have to be consane before? Is there anything else?
If someone is against your point, then you should not react. If you are responding, then you should respect that and you should say, I am agree with you, and now this is.
So I think what Shrishti is trying to say is that you have to respect the speaker no matter if the other person's opinion is different from yours. I will only add one more norm to this. At any point of time, if you feel that you have changed your opinion, you can silently like switch your side. Is that clear? So like the next norm will be open to learning.
Before we start the debate, can we get 2 minutes to discuss the all points?
Sure.
कि हम सेम वर्ल्ड में सेम जो लैंड है उस पर सोते, सेम पानी पीते, सेम एयर ब्रेथ करते, तो मतलब ये एकदम से यूनाइटेड हम सेम ही करते, फिर हम एक दूसरे से अलग कैसे होते
So what I was trying to tell Chanda also, at the end of the day, we all belong from same place. We know the same story, but what in different manners, right?
We are okay guys, thank you for giving me a little bit of attention. I know you guys were busy with a lot of interesting discussions in your small groups. I know we are not going to have a clear answer because this area is very grey. We can't have blacks and whites for it, but we can still try to come up with a conclusion as a class at least. I'll also be maintaining the board. I'll be writing a lot of words which come out for uniting as well as for dividing, okay, so that after all of this we can see what we have discussed about. Should we start? Okay, is there anybody who wants to take the initiative of starting the debate?
If India is a united country, then why is their name are changing in according to the religion? Like Allahabad is changed to Prayagraj.
India is a big country. India is a vast country, and it has population more than 1 billion. Okay, so it works according to different things. So as you said that Allahabad changed into Prayagraj. It is happening so that to maintain the balance of both the religion.
मुस्लिम का हिंदू में चेंज हो रहा है, but we never saw कि हिंदू का मुस्लिम में चेंज हो जाए.
If we say that our country is very diverse, if we think that our country caters to all religions, just think about the kind of debate we are currently having is only focusing on 2 religions. And to be very honest, what we are doing in class also happens at a lot of political spaces. Like maybe think deeper and try to frame your opinion.
The Chief Minister of UP is from Hinduism, and his belief is of making Ram Mandir. He never says that he wants to build a masjid.
They made their own vote bank. कि इंडियंस जो है वो हिंदूज जो है वो बीजेपी को वोट देंगे और मुस्लिम्स जो है वो कांग्रेस को देंगे, तो वोट बैंक बनाते हैं.
What is this known as? Communalism. How is religion for us defined by people in the society? Is that okay? Just take a minute, think about your definition of religion and then try to see how even your ideas are blurred by those ideas.
In India also, there are different things that are given by Britishers. Why we are not boycotting those things if we are thinking to boycott religious things, right? So that means we are neglecting people's need and demands if we are only following one particular thing.
Why do we have to give interview only in English? Like most of the time when you apply for some very good company like Google and all, even it is branches in India, but still we have to speak in English.
1, 2. Guys, along with all of this, I would also leave you people with another hint. Please try to apply all your knowledge from what you have studied in history and civics till now.
And we all were one species first. Yeah. It's one African giant. Yeah.
And if you are saying कि country के लिए एक होली बुक होनी चाहिए, तो world के लिए भी एक होली बुक होनी चाहिए.
Because India में नहीं, all over the world.
Why only we are limited to one country?
In 5 seconds, we'll all come back.
In India, during the independence, Muslims और हिंदू का partition हुआ था. This led to partition. उसकी वजह से बहुत सारे लोग की डेथ हो गई थी. बहुत सारे लोग अपनी फैमिली से बिछड़ गए थे. They were rendered orphans and homeless, and it created a lot of disbalance in the community.
All the people from different religion lives here. For example, in Delhi, we can take the example of Delhi. There are a lot of people live who are Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Punjabis and all. So yeah, we can take the example of that.
And also in our class we are also diverse, but we are united here.
पाकिस्तान एक कंट्री है जिसमें मुस्लिम ज़्यादा रहते हैं. वहाँ पे तो रॉयट्स होती है ना, ऐसे थोड़ा ना कि वहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती. इंडिया में भी प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होती है, पर पाकिस्तान में तो नहीं होनी चाहिए, बिकॉज वहाँ पे तो एक ही रीजन के लोग रहते हैं.
If religion divide the country, then how India is existing?
Riots are there. There are a lot of things everywhere. So
India is existing, but in not in a nice way. Everything, even if small things are happening, they are not reported to you, right? If someone is discriminating somebody on the basis of religion, that is not coming out to you, right? Like every time news reporters aren't going to them and telling the entire country that this particular things are happening.
I think that religion overlaps nationality, because we rarely say that we are Indians. We mostly say that we are Hindus, Muslims, and all that. So how this is uniting?
Whenever people ask us who are you, we say we are Muslim or Hindu and another religion. That means that is our identity. It doesn't divide the country.
Also, one person have more than one identity. So he can be a Muslim and he can be at the same time Indian. At the same time, that girl or the man can be father or a mother.
Just imagine, if you will think in a scientific way, then just imagine that religion helps to classify people, because there are rich people, there are poor, there are different backgrounds altogether. So they have different needs because their culture are different, everything is different, but it helps to classify people and accommodate them.
Every religion has their own holy book, but in each holy book there are same thing, that we should not do the wrong thing. We should not kill people. We should not harm others. So every holy books have the same learning, but people perceive it differently. In this way the riots occurs.
Also, the example of it, we have read the poem called The Tale of Custard the Dragon. It is from Europe, I guess. The same story is also told in Asia and in India with itself. Of course, there are different holy books because of the geographical location. The people have their different language. They follow different systems. But all at the same time, at the end of the day, they are human. They are listening the same story that we are doing, but in different manners.
The reason why I posed this question to the class was because I personally am very confused with this. And honestly, when 70 minds are invested in one question, we try to look at various perspectives, and that is where these insights come from, right? What is the reason, like what is the core cause of all these conflicts and all these problems? Guys, is it just the difference? Because there are two kinds of differences.
क्रॉस-कटिंग डिफरेंसेस होते हैं जो हैपन बिकॉज ऑफ एक्सीडेंट ऑफ बर्थ. हम जब पैदा होते हैं हमारी जो रिलीजन जेंडर कलर हमारा डिसाइड हो जाता है, लेकिन जो क्रॉस कटिंग डिफरेंसेस को लेकर हम ओवरलैपिंग डिफरेंसेस कर देते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर कोई इंसान ब्लैक है यानी कि वो अच्छा नहीं है, अगर वो फेयर है तो वो ज़्यादा अच्छा है.
One thing is social difference and one thing is social division. Okay? Differences are inevitable. You can't, inevitable as in differences are normal. They are going to be there in the country. You can't like kill all the Jews and create a pure Aryan race in your country, right? Like that's what Hitler tried to do in Germany. Let us come back to your seats and let us try to come up with some conclusions. And we have constitution so that we can accommodate these differences. But we still see on the day-to-day basis how we have a lot of conflicts, we have bloodshed, we have wars. So it's very difficult for us to choose a stand. What created sense of belongingness in India during the independence struggle, and what also created the sense of belongingness in Europe during the time when nation states were being formed? Folklores. What else? Kajal? Romanticism. What was romanticism all about, Kajal? Yeah? Poetry, art, novels. It was a revival or birth of poetry, art and novel in India? In Europe. Great. Abhilasha?
Cultural symbols, Didi, like we have Bharat Mata that time, like they used to have, like Germany used to have Germania.
Creation of history, मतलब हमने अपनी हिस्ट्री को यूज करके नेशनलिज्म डेवलप किया था और ये कॉलोनियल को बताया था कि we can fight and we should become an independent.
Great, Juhi. This diversity is our history. And how did we fight Britishers, and how did even different countries fight imperialism was when they started uniting by using these national symbols. During the debate, Jyoti mentioned a really nice point that our identity is not one. The problem starts rising when we start fixing our identities to one thing. So when religion becomes the basis of our community, when religion becomes the basis of our nation, that leads to communalism, and that is something which leads to a lot of problems. We'll try to find definitions of communalism. Can somebody tell the class the page number? In your textbooks, I don't want you people to use your support materials. Read the entire topic of communalism, and I am writing 3 things on the board. You have to, with your LC members, you have to come up with the answers of all these 3 questions. Stage of communalism क्या है? Different opinions जो हम daily life में देखते हैं. What is in the second form of communalism? What is the third form? Nikita. Nikita, you are a part of the group. Yeah, third form. Mobilization. And what is the last step of communalism? Last stage of communalism? The ugliest form of communalism. Riots, bloodsheds, conflicts. Okay, guys, can we come back? What I want somebody to share in the class is the definition of communalism.
Class communalism is nation on the basis of religion.
Can you explain what that means to the class?
So class, this means that if I think that my religion is superior than the Hindus, so this is known as communalism.
So when the hierarchy of the religion starts happening, when we start prioritizing one religion over the other, that is what we call as communal politics, which stems from the entire idea of communalism. Guys, it's very important for us to understand how do we identify ourselves as. For example, if I only limit my identity to being a Hindu, will I be ever able to empathize with the problems of people belonging to other religion? No. That is why it's very important for me to break those barriers, to come out of those fixities which my identity provides me. Is that clear? So when religion becomes the basis of your community, you will never be able to move out of your community. You get it? Your community is going to be the cage for you, as Chanda mentioned in her doodle. So would anybody want to edit something in the topic which we started with?
Finally, the conclusion can be the religion is not something which divides the country. Communalism is something which divides the country and make people think that their religion is superior.
Keep questioning your own self and just keep trying to learn more and more about these things. Read more, listen to more people, and try to enhance your understanding about these various issues we go through every day.